Hi guys, my name is Mishalima and welcome to my channel. So let me tell you a little story. Years ago, right after I had finished my PR internship, I was unemployed and I started searching around all over the net for work. So as I was searching, I stumbled upon a job post that looked very interesting, and it was from a marketing company in Randburg. Now, if you know anything about those, you definitely know where the story is going, but keep watching. So I applied for the job and then I was called for an interview. I did 2 interviews with them. So I got interviewed and then I scored the job after attending 2 interviews, and then I was called to come for training. So during training, I then realized that what I was told or what I thought the job post was versus what I'm being trained to do right now are 2 different things. However, I kept going because I was unemployed and I just wanted work. But during this training, I realized that the sales rep position was from a company that was contracted by one of South Africa's biggest retailers to actually sell credit accounts in stores. So what I then found myself doing after a couple of days of training was being sent to these retail stores and basically talking to each and every single person that walks in the store and try to convince them to open a credit account in this retail store. However, you had to do a certain amount of sales until you could get paid, and the payment structure was just rather sketchy if you ask me. However, I was unemployed, I did it, but I only did it for 3 weeks. I absolutely disliked every single moment of that job, so I quit. But I disliked it for these reasons. I did not believe in what I was selling. I did not believe in credit accounts, clothing credit accounts for that matter. I also did not believe in selling somebody the same thing and hoping that it gives them the same result. So for me, it was redundant and I didn't understand it. The second one was that I also disliked person to person on the point selling. I disliked not being able to tailor make a solution for somebody. I disliked giving each and literally seeing like 40 to 50 people today and giving them the same solution and convincing them that this one thing is also going to help them even if they don't make much income or even if their income is between here and here. I did not like that. It was not spontaneous enough for me. And the third one is it just wasn't in my personality. I talk a lot, but I did not enjoy the type of talking that I was doing at that time, or especially during that job. Now, I tell you the story because at that time I was just starting off in my sales career and I did not know what I liked. I was just looking for a job and I stumbled on it. I actually did not know what type of a person I was and what I would be able to sell. Now, I tell you the story mainly because I did not know what I actually liked in my sales career since I had just started. And this is very common for a lot of people. Majority of the people that I have been exposed to have gotten into sales jobs mainly because they're really just trying to make money. And sometimes sales jobs have a really low entry levels and they actually end up succeeding and getting promoted within those jobs. And that's what happens to a lot of people. But on today's video, I want to share with you guys how to know what to sell. So if you are progressing in your sales career, for instance, or rather you've got a full-time job that you really enjoy, but you're looking at starting a new side hustle and starting a new business, or you just want to sell something, this video is going to help you decide what to actually sell based on 3 questions that I want you to ask yourself. These 3 questions are going to help you decide what industry you would best make a lot of money in and basically decide what your next side hustle should be. So the first question is, what kind of a person are you? And I want you to ask yourself this question. What kind of a person are you? Are you introverted, quiet? Are you someone that enjoys talking a lot, meeting new people? Are you introverted, quiet, and you like being indoors? Are you extroverted, loud, and you like being outdoors? What are you like in social settings? Do you enjoy talking to a lot of people? You need to actually be able to know what kind of a person you are and how best you operate. That is basically at the essence of how you would be able to sell yourself, because when you sell yourself with your personality, you are actually selling yourself at the best optimum level of who you are. So for instance, if you look at all the influencers, right? Sometimes you will like different influencers that might be in the same niche, but you will connect more with others based on their personality, because that's what they are revealing to you. They are showing you their personality and the kind of person that they are. And once you have that understanding, it is so much easier to start working around that. The second question I want you to ask yourself is, what problems do I enjoy solving? What are those few things you complain about that you just feel like if I had X, it could be money, opportunity, platform, stage, I would be able to solve? What are those issues that you find yourself solving without even being invited, or those small little things that you wish you could better in other people's lives and that you know that you've got the capability to actually better? What are those things? What are the problems that you enjoy solving the most? And you need to start asking yourself that. Do you help people start side hustles and make money? Do you help people learn how to cook? Do you help people learn how to create content? Do you help people feel a lot more better with your talking, or just being able to be there for your friends? What problems do you enjoy solving? And also, it goes back to the first one. When you look at your personality type and the person that you are, you must definitely find out the things that bothers you and the problems that you actually enjoy solving, so they do go hand in hand. And then the third and last question I want you to ask yourself is, how do you enjoy solving those problems? So for instance, if you enjoy helping people make money, how do you do that? How do you enjoy solving that problem? Do you create jobs for them? Do you, advise them? Do you start creating content so you can actually help them diversify their income streams? If you enjoy teaching people how to put on makeup, how do you do that? Do you run courses for that? Or, do you take YouTube videos to actually help people do that? You need to be able to figure out what is in your personality and how do you actually solve these problems. Do you also create products or services that would be able to help these people? Now, once you get to the bottom of this, you will actually understand that this is your how. The essence of this question is basically your how. How would you solve the problems that bother you the most within your best personality traits and the kind of person that you are? And your how can actually be your unique selling point. How do you do it that is different from what other people do it? Sometimes we could all be taking YouTube content as far as a particular topic is concerned, but maybe someone else explains it a lot more clearer and simpler. To take this back to the story that I shared with you guys in the beginning of this video, I actually realized that I like tailoring solutions for people. I like building meaningful relationships with people and being able to connect with people on a one-on-one level so I can solve that person's specific problem. And that's probably why now that I'm here, I realize that I didn't enjoy that job, but at that time, I did not realize that. This is also to say that to somebody who is currently doing a job that they don't like right now, you could also be going through that, and it's important sometimes to remain super patient as you try and figure yourself out. But I do realize that those three questions, if you put them into good use, they would be able to help you start your next side hustle, start your next business, and actually be able to work at your optimum level because you know yourself and because you're working with yourself and not against yourself. So I found that when you work with yourself, you're bound to win more than working against yourself. And working against yourself basically means that you're working against your original make and what aligns with you. This means that you might not maximize your potential so much because you're not enjoying what you do, because you're not working with yourself. However, when you're working with yourself, you're most likely going to think outside the box and be more innovative because you actually love what you do, and most of the times it just comes innate within you. So I would advise you to take these 3 steps and actually start using them so that you can navigate where you are right now and where you would like to be. And I have no doubt that they're going to absolutely be useful to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was super fruitful to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.